Alrighty, this is something that's been requested on my community page because I've been talking about it on my community page. Today, we're going to be taking a look at No Man's Sky, formerly known as No Man's Buy. What's good, YouTube? It's Jay here, and today I'm going to show you how far I've made it into my No Man's Sky playthrough. I've got about 73 hours worth of time played in this game. Made a lot of progress, I've done a lot of stuff, and I figured I'd take you guys on a bit of a tour throughout my fleet, throughout my ships, and throughout specifically my freighter. Let's start off a little bit slow here. Let's take a look at our character, what we're rocking on our exosuit. I haven't really been putting in a lot of effort lately into maximizing the overall storage of my exosuit. We still got a long way to go with this. Still got a lot of slots. I just need to actually put in the time. I know the best ways kind of to you know, get to upgrade it. I know how to find like the drop pods and all that kind of stuff. I just actually have to put in the effort into actually doing it. But we've maxed out at least our technology slots, rocking a bunch of stuff. I actually learned from one of my friends that Sentinel Glass converts into modules for weapons, for your exosuit, and so forth. Did not know that for the longest. I was straight up just abandoning the Sentinel Glass or selling it. It was not paying attention to it whatsoever. Being able to read is tough when you play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just the nature of the game, pretty much. But this is what my exosuit is looking like. We got a little bit of ways to go, a little bit more to work on this with. I wish you didn't have to hold on to both versions of the Atlas Pass to open certain things, you know, but it is what it is. As far as my multi-tool is concerned, I actually just got this one. I've been in the process of upgrading it a little bit. I'm probably going to get rid of the bolt caster attachment. It's a cool attachment, but I don't really like it compared to like the scatter blaster or the pulse spitter that we've got right here. So probably not gonna really use that too much. I've actually got two multi-tools that I use right now. This is pretty much gonna be my high damage, high power one, my weapon one, until we you know, get another, you know, an S class or an A class or whatever. I'll show you guys the other one that we're using really quick, which is this one right here. So this one isn't as good, but it's got some insane scanning tech. So I'm going to be using this when I'm scanning a planet, and then the other one I'm going to use as my primary weapon one. I had to end up breaking down a lot of the parts so I could, you know, like get the equipment to move over to the other multi-tool. So, you know, I'm probably going to upgrade this one again eventually, but for the time being, I want this one to be my pure scanning exo tool, or multi-tool rather. That's it for that. Let's go ahead and take a look into my hangar bay. We've got a lot of decent ships here. Well, not decent. Decent is a bit of an overstatement. Right here, we've got the Wild Card, which has been pretty much my mainstay ship for the longest. For my Star Wars fans out there, you obviously know what the Wild Card is. Named after Talon Card, ship from the Thrawn trilogy, Yuzong Vong War, all that stuff. Not a great ship, but it's gotten me a lot of places, done a lot of things. So it's a ship that I've had for so long, I'm considering upgrading into another class. I have right here a ship that I literally bought because it looks like a Z95. I bought it off of another NPC in the game, another pilot, and it straight up just looked like a Z95 headhunter. There was no way I wasn't going to buy this. It's another Class C, but again, I bought it because it looks like a Z95 headhunter. There was no other reason than that. This right here, the Sarakat's Hand, this has been my primary fighter just for going out into actual space battles, completing bounty missions and stuff. Again, Class C, nothing crazy. But I do want to upgrade. I do want to get a better, you know, fighter. I might just upgrade it though with how much work I put into it, so I don't have to hunt for all the resources and do it again. These other ones are really nothing in particular. They're spectacular. The Society of Affinity, you know, a lot of these are ships I just picked off of the ground, so I can either sell them or maybe fix them up depending on their storage space. This one isn't that great, but we did recently get this hauler right here called the Atomac Architect. This is a Class A hauler with a pretty solid amount of storage space. I have yet to fully prepare it or, you know, get rid of all the bad modules and whatnot. We'll get there eventually, but this is going to be pretty much if I need to offload a bunch of shit, that's what's going to do it, that ship right there. And then this is the starting ship. I mean, I haven't used this pretty much as I got the other ships. I've heavily stripped it down for parts for the most part. It's got the basic necessities of pulse engine, hyperdrive, rocket launcher, laser cannon, you know. I could probably actually get rid of this because we don't have that, we don't have the phase beam on this thing. That's pretty much it for the ships that I've got right now for the time being. We still got a lot of work to do on these and collecting better ones maybe, or even upgrading them. Let's go take a look at the actual freighter itself. Okay, so here's the command room of my freighter, obviously. It's nothing spectacular. This freighter is actually a It's just a regular C tier freighter. I don't have a lot of the upgrades right now because I haven't found a lot of the you know, salvageable frigate modules yet. I plan on doing that, or going heavily into finding a lot of those eventually. But it's a Class C freighter, the CS2 Akotamat. I'm planning on renaming this to probably something else, but yeah, it's got a solid amount of storage space, you know. We've got plenty of auxiliary containers though, capable of containing a lot of different parts, so you know, we have storage space isn't really necessarily a problem. We got a lot of room. We got a lot of room in this for what it's worth. I've been working pretty hard on building this freighter up. I want to really, really customize it, especially since I found out that I could trade this freighter in at any point and still keep the way my rooms are laid out and whatnot. We've got 3 fleet command rooms right here because we've got multiple ships right now. We just don't have any available expeditions, and we actually need more fuel, which I'm gonna have to craft because I don't think we have any spare. Yeah, we don't have any spare fuel left, so we're gonna have to craft a little bit. Multiple ships are on expeditions right now. I just discovered that expeditions bring back so much stuff. It's incredible how much equipment you can get back from those expeditions. I love when the NPCs actually look like they're doing something instead of just walking in circles all day. That's the one thing about this game. I wish you could do more with the NPCs on your ship, but that's a discussion for another day. We've got a stellar extractor over here. We've got a, you know, one of these exocraft research rooms right here where we can get quests and stuff from that guy. We've got a balcony right here where I cannot put a door. I'm gonna have to try to fix that because I can't put a door right here to make it so we don't have a literal hull breach on the side of our ship. I can't put a door right there. I'll fix that eventually. That's how the ship came, actually. It came with this, one of the fleet command rooms, I believe, and like 2 of these extractors right here, or refiners rather. And then finally, we've got the main room where all the storage containers are and all of our refiners are. So we've got 4 refiners that I put in the effort of, you know, organizing and putting all over, you know, making it look nice and neat. And I think it did a pretty good job with that. We've got a galactic terminal, trade terminal that came with the ship. Got a lot of work to do. I want to really, really customize the hell out of this thing, man. Make it into a literal, like, planet on a ship. So there was a fleet duplication glitch, or a frigate duplication glitch that was happening for the longest, where if you bought a ship with the exact same name, type, or whatever name, it didn't show up. If you bought 2 copies of it, it didn't show up in your listings, but they fixed that, thank God. We're 2 ships away from being at 30. The game already thinks I've owned 30 ships, even though I only own 28. I've been renaming all my ships and stuff from probably like Halo, or you know, just giving them general names like city names, state names. I think it looks really, really cool. I like keeping my fleet organized like this. I don't mind the randomly generated names. Don't get me wrong. But I just like renaming stuff like this. It's fun to me. The biggest ship that I have, or like the highest rated one, so to speak, it's an S-class ship. The SV7 Paris. I actually bought it at S-class for like 8 million. So that's the fleet pretty much. I guess I didn't really go over what types we have in the fleet. You know, we've got multiple combat ships. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we've got 9 combat ships. You don't really need that many, but I don't mind it. I know there's a meta to how you do fleets, but I get bored just making all fleets like one singular thing. Like the meta is like make just all support ships and maybe a couple of combat ships. You don't need anything else. I think that's boring. It's just like with Stellaris when people use battleship only fleets. I think that's completely boring. I don't care if it's fundamentally flawed, if it doesn't work. I want more ships in my fleet than just support ships. Like that just isn't fun to me. Even if the other ship types are useless, it's still cool to kind of have them there. That's the fleet, that's the freighter, and that's my character. In the next video we do, I will go over my settlement. I actually had to re-record this. It's actually a couple of days later because the audio from the other one was just so loud and so inconsistent. I just didn't like it. So I ultimately caved in and decided to re-record this. But we are at a better position than we were then. Our current objective right now is to finish a bunch of these side quests. We've got a lot of wildlife killing side quests. We've got a lot of primary, you know, story-based quests that I have to finish eventually, but I'm not personally pressed about them. But for the time being, I'm going to worry about killing all these poor innocent animals. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like on it and sub to the channel for more gaming content. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. May the force with you all. Peace.